Fairest ladies, esteemed lords, and all ye good folk, I welcome thee to Redeemer School's Globe Theater and today's much anticipated and fine production of Romeo and Juliet. We are but humble witnesses to two star-crossed lovers who, though from warring houses, join in spirit, yet whose piteous fate brings an end to their parents' strife. Before our players come forth, I am compelled to remind thee of some trivial matters, of those lighted devices called cell phones, tablets, and games. Please ensure they are silent and put away. Of that which gives mean to record, called photography and videography. Please ensure that these are not blocking aisles, nor your goodly neighbor's view. If you find need to use the water closet, called the bathroom, please use the main door to the back, as these are easily spotted down the hallway to the right. And one final word for thy comfort today. This year's performance runs roughly 2.5 hours, for our stage is filled with many more players and scenes, each bearing its part to the telling of the tale. If you have need to step out or take your leave, please feel free to do so between acts. We are grateful for your support of these students for whatever portion you are able to attend. I turn now to an eternal matter and ask you all to join me in prayer. O gracious Lord, cast thy light upon this house, that our players may find favor in thy sight, and our performance serve as a mirror to thy wondrous creation. Turn our hearts to Christ, our true hope, who restores what is broken and brings life where there is loss. Amen. And now, may I present William Shakespeare and the Lord Chamberlain's Men.
Welcome to the Globe Theater, the finest theater in London.
We are the members of the Lord Chamberlain's Men, a company of actors known for performing the plays of William Shakespeare.
My name is William Shakespeare. I was a playwright, poet, and actor of standing. I also helped found the Lord Chamberlain's Men and remained with the company for 20 years. We performed at court more than any other company.
In 1599, the Globe Theater was built, and Mr. Shakespeare was a 10% shareholder. He died in 1616 in Stratford. During his life, he composed 37 plays and 154 sonnets, which were published in 1623 by his friends in the First Folio. He had command, some say, of a vocabulary of over 54,000 words.
Today's diversion will be Romeo and Juliet, a tragic tale of two feuding families and a young couple's love.
Hark, hark! Our sovereign majesty, Queen Elizabeth, has condescended to attend this evening's revels, whose gracious presence we must honor by donning our most reverent customs. I do entreat you, sirs and madams, please rise from your benches. Up, up!
Gentlemen, as she passes, you will bow from the waist and doff thy cap. Ladies, curtsy with poise, that we may be able to defer to our royal patroness with all good civility.
Oh, I do espy Her Majesty's procession. She nears!
Welcome, Your Majesty, to our humble theater. We are determined this night to make such efforts as will please your grace, and to these ends present couplets and sonnets as a prelude to our play.
summer's leaves have fallen too short a date. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is its gold complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometimes declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But thy eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of the fair thou owest, nor shall death drive thou wanderest in its shade, when in eternal lines of time thou growest. So long as man can breathe or eyes can see, so long does this, and this gives life to thee. Sonnet 65 by William Shakespeare. Since brass nor stone nor earth nor boundless sea, but sad mortality persuades their power, how with this rage shall beauty hold a plea, whose action is no stronger than a flower? Oh, how shall summer's honey breath hold out against the wrathful siege of battering days, when rocks impregnable are not so stout, nor gates of steel so strong but time decays? Oh, fearful meditation, where, alack, shall time's best jewels from time's chest lie hid? Or what strong hand can hold his swift foot back? Or who the spoil of beauty can forbid? Oh, none, unless this miracle have might, that in black ink my love may still shine bright.
Romeo and Juliet, an introduction to the play in couplets. In fair Verona, where we set our scene, violence and brawls had become routine.
Two noble families were locked in this fight. Hatred burned in their souls. They can never unite.
One was called Capulet, the other Montague, and neither household would change its view.
Twice that summer in sweltering heat, the Capulets and Montagues fought in the street.
And now once again, Tempest flared as a new argument was declared.
Even old Capulet and old Montague drew their swords high to reap their due.
Then trumpets hailed the mighty prince, making both families coward and wince. The prince declared his violence must cease, all the subjects of rebels, enemies to peace. His face was severe as he looked around, put your mistempered weapons to the ground.
And if ever again you go astray, be it known with your lives you will pay.
But one young lad had stayed away and didn't hear that warning given that day.
Romeo Montague was his name, a nobleman with great wealth and fame.
Romeo was full of heartache and pain, for Lady Rosalind's love he could not gain.
While the Montague family continued to brood, the Capulets were in a festive mood.
Even the servants were feeling hearty as they bustled about, arranging a party. Capulet called to his servant, "Hasten through town, invite these peoples whose names I have written down."
The servant told Romeo, "You can come too, if you are not of the house of Montague."
Later that evening, torches flared bright. Romeo met his friends at the dance in the flickering light.
They were all dressed in fanciful disguise and held gilded masks to cover their eyes.
Romeo stood in the room by the side until in an instant his eyes opened wide.
Across the room was the fair Juliet. On this Capulet daughter, his vision was set.
His eyes locked with Juliet's across the room. His identity was hidden by his mask costume.
Her eyes grew bright. She fell to the bliss. Romeo took her hand and begged to kiss.
The lovers embraced. Their hearts were set beating. That the rapture they felt, alas, was fleeting.
For the rest of the story, this ill-fated pair tried to be in vain with an unsuccessful affair.
Let the play commence! Two households, both alike in dignity, in fair Verona, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventure, piteous overthrow, doth with their death bury their parents' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their parents' rage, which naught but their children's death could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which, if you with patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
No, for then we should be colliers.
I mean, if we be collier, we'll draw.
Aye, while you live, draw your neck out o'er the call.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the house of Montague moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runneth away.
A dog of that house shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of Montague's.
The quarrels between our masters and us, their men.
'Tis all one. I will show myself a tyrant. Me they shall feel I am able to stand, and 'tis known I am a pretty piece of flesh.
Draw thy tool. Here comes the house of the Montagues.
My naked weapon is out. Quarrel, I will back thee.
How? Turn thy back and run?
Fear me not.
No, Mary, I fear thee.
Let us take the law of our sides. Let them begin.
I'll frown as I pass by, and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace if they can bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
Is it the law of our sides if I say aye?
No.
I do not bite my thumb at you, sir, but I bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
But if you do, sir, I'm for you. I serve no better a man than you.
No better?
Well, sir.
Say better. Here comes one of my master's kinsmen now.
Yes, better, sir.
You lie.
Draw if you be men. Gregory, remember thy washing blow.
Hard fools! Put up your swords. You know not what you do.
Short, draw amongst these heartless hinds. Turn thee, Bonfolio. Look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. Put up thy sword, or manage it to part these men with me.
Thou art drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell, all Montagues, and thee. Have at me, coward!
Bulls and Parkinsons! Strike, beat them down! Down with the Capulets! Down with the Montagues!
What noise is this? Bring me my longsword! How? A crutch! A crutch! Why call you for a sword? A longsword, say! 'Tis a longsword and he flourishes his blade in spite of me!
Capulet! Hold me not! Let me go!
Thou shalt not stir 1 foot to seek a foe.
old Capulet and Montague, have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives will pay the forfeit of the peace. For now, all the rest depart away. You, Capulet, will go along with me, and Montague, come here this afternoon to your farther pleasure in this case. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
Who brought this ancient cool into a brooch? Speak, nephew. Were you by whence it began?
Here were the servants of your adversary and yours, close fighting ere I did approach. I drew to part them, but in the instant came that fiery Tybalt with his sword prepared. While we were interchanging thrusts and blows, came more and more, and fought on part and part, till the prince came who parted either part.
Oh, where is Romeo? Saw you him today? Right glad I am he was not at this fray.
Madam, an hour before the worship sun peered forth the golden window of the east, a troubled mind drave me to walk abroad, where underneath a grove of sycamore that westward rooteth from the city side. So early walking did I see your son, and towards him I made, but he was ware of me, and stolen to the cover of the wood.
Many a morning hath been seen with tears augmenting the fresh morning's dew. Black and portentous must his humor prove, unless good counsel may the cause remove.
My noble uncle, do you know the cause?
I neither know of it, nor can learn of him.
Have you importuned him by any means?
Both by myself and many others, but he, his own affections counselor, is to himself. Could we but learn from whence his sorrows grow, I would as willingly give cures known.
See, where he comes. So please you step aside. I'll know his grievance or be much denied.
I would thou wert so happy by thy stay to your true shrift. Come, madam, let's away.
Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But new struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long. Was that my father that went hint so fast?
It was. What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor, where I'm in love.
That love that seems so gentle in his view could be so tyrannous and rough in proof.
Alas, that love whose view is muffled still, should without eyes see pathways to his will. Where shall we dine? Oh me, what fray was here? Yet tell me not, for I have heard it all. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz I rather weep.
Good heart, at what?
At thy good heart's oppressions.
What is love's transgression? Love is a smoke made with the fumes of sighs, being purged to fire, sparkling in lover's eyes, being vexed to see and nourish in lover's tears. What is it else? Farewell, my cuz.
Soft, I will go along, and if you leave me so, you do me wrong.
Tut, I've lost myself. I'm not here. This is not Romeo. He's some otherwhere.
Tell me in sadness, who is that you love?
What shall I groan and tell thee?
Groan? Why no, but sadly tell me who.
In sadness, cousin, I do love a woman.
I am so near when I supposed you loved.
A right good marksman, and she's fair I love.
A right fair mark, fair cuz, is soonest hit.
Well, that hit you'll miss. She'll not be hit by Cupid's arrow. From love's weak, childish bow, she'll be leaved uncharmed. Oh, she's rich in beauty, only poor. And when she dies, her beauty dies in store.
Then she hath sworn that she will still have chaste?
She hath, and in that swearing makes huge waste. She hath forsworn her love to me, and in that vow do I live dead and live to tell it now.
Be ruled by me. Forget to think of her.
Oh, teach me how I should forget to think.
By giving liberty into thine eyes, examine other beauties.
He that is struck him blind cannot forget the precious treasures of his eyesight lost. You know what? Catch me a mistress that is passing fair. What doth her beauty serve but as a note, that I may read who is passing that passing fair? Farewell. Thou canst teach me how to forget.
Obey that doctrine, or else die in debt.
For Montague and I are bound in penalty alike.
'Tis not hard, I think, for men so old as we have to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you've lived at odds so long. Now, my lord, what say you to my suit?
Or as I said before, my daughter's a stranger to the world. Wait 2 summers to wither away their pride. Then we see if they'd be ripe for a bride.
Of younger than her, a happy mother's maid.
Those so early marred are those so early made. The whole world has swallowed up all my hopes but she. She's the hopeful lady of my world. But woo her, gentle Paris, take her heart, for my consent is not apart. Tonight I'll hold an accomplished feast, where I invite many a guest to look upon my old house this night, earth treading like stars that make dark heaven light. Come, go with me. Sirrah! Trudge about through fair Verona, seek those persons out, whose names are written here, and to them say, my house, and welcome to their pleasure to stay.
Find out whose names are written here. It is written that the shoemaker should meddle with his yard, and the tailor with his last, the fisher with his pencil, and the painter with his nets. But I am sent to find out whose persons whose names are here writ, and can never find the writing names persons here hath writ. I must learn in good time.
Take thou some new infection to thine eye, and the rank poison of the old will die.
Your plantain leaf is excellent for that.
For what, I pray thee?
For your broken shin.
Why, Romeo, art thou mad?
Not mad, but bound more than a madman is. Shut up in prison, kept without my food, whipped, tormented. Good day, good fellow.
Good day. I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune and my misery.
Perhaps you've learned it without a book, but I pray, can you read anything you see?
Aye, if I know the letters in the language.
You say honestly, rest you may.
Stay, fellow, I can read. Let's see here. Signor Martino and his beauteous sisters, County Anselmo and his fair niece Rosalind, Mercutio and his brother Valentine. Whither should I come?
Up.
Whose house?
My master's.
Indeed, I should have asked you that before.
Now, I'll tell you without asking. My master is a great rich Capulet, and if you be not the house of Montagues, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine. Rest you may.
At this same ancient feast of Capulet sups the fair Rosalind, whom thou so lovest. Go thither with untainted eye, and compare face to some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
One fairer than my love? The all-seeing sun never saw that first match since the first world begun.
Tut, you saw her fair, none else being by, herself poised with herself in either eye. But in that crystal scale, let there be weighed your lady's love against some other maid.
Soft, I will go along, with no such sight to be shown, but rejoice in splendor of my own.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
I bade her come. What lamb, what ladybird, God forbid. Where's this girl? What, Juliet?
How now? Who calls?
Your mother.
Madam, I'm here. What is your will? This is the matter. Nurse, give leave a while. We must talk in secret. Nurse, come back again. I have remembered me. Thou's hear our counsel. Thou knowest my daughter's of a pretty age.
Faith, I can tell her age into an hour.
She's nigh come of age.
How long is it now till Lammas tide?
A fortnight and odd days.
Come Lammas Eve, and at night she shall be of age. Susan and she, God rest all Christian souls are of age. Well, Susan is with God. She was too good for me, yet Juliet is the prettiest babe. Here I nursed, and I might live to see her married once. I have my wish.
Mary, that Mary is the very theme I came to talk of. Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married? It is an honor that I dream not of.
An honor, I mean.
Well, think of marriage now. Younger than you, here in Verona, ladies of esteem are made already mothers. Thus then, in brief, the valiant Paris seeks you for his love.
A man, young lady, such a man, and all the world waits me to wax.
Verona's summer hath not such a flower.
Nay, some flower, and faith a very flower.
What say you? Can you love the gentleman? This night you shall behold him at our feast. Read o'er the volume of young Paris' face, and find delight writ there with beauty's pen. Examine every married lineament, and see how one another lends content. And what obscured in this fair volume lies, find written in the margent of his eyes, this precious book of love, this unbound lover, to beautify him only lacks a cover. The fish lives in the sea, and 'tis much pride, for fair without the fair within to hide. That book in many's eyes doth share the glory, that in gold clasps locks in the golden story. So shall you share all that he doth possess, by having him making yourself no less. Speak briefly, can you like of Paris love? I'll look to like, if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
Madam, the guests are come, supper served up, you called, my young lady asked for, the nurse goes in the pantry, and everything in extremity. I must hence delay, I beseech you follow straight.
We follow thee. Go, girls! Seek happy nights, happy days!
Good job. Sarah, that was so good.
Can I see the script real quick? Give me a torch. I'm not for this ambling. Being but heavy, I will bear the light.
Nature no Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I, believe me. You have dancing shoes with nimble soles. I have a soul of lead, so stakes me to the ground. I cannot move.
You're a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar them above a coming bound.
Under love's heavy burden, do I sink.
And to sink in it, should you burden love, to get oppression for a tender thing.
Is love a tender thing? Nah, it is too rude, too rough, too boisterous, and it pricks like thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking and be love down. Give me a case of visage. A visor for a visor.
Come, knock and enter, and no sooner in, let every man betake him to his legs.
A torch for me. Let wanton's light of heart tickle the senseless rushing from your heels. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was near so fair, I'm done.
Come, you burn daylight, ho!
Nay, that's not so.
I mean, sir, in delay, we waste our lights in vain. My lights by day? Take our good meaning, for our judgment sits 5 times that air once in our 5 wits.
And we mean well going to this mask, but 'tis no wit to go.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamt a dream tonight.
And so did I.
Well, what was yours?
That dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, doing dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She's the fairy's midwife. See, I'm the state no bigger than agate stone on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn back to me of little automaton over men's noses as they lie asleep. Her wagon spokes made of long spinner's legs. Her cover, the wings of grasshoppers, and her traces of the smallest spider silk. Her collars of Mutron's watery beams, and her whip of cricket bone and her lash of film. Her wagon is a small gray cricket knot, not half as big as a round little worm, pricked from the lazy finger of a maid. Her chariot, an empty hazelnut. In this state, she hops not by night, fill her brains, they dream of love. Over courtiers' knees, they dream my curtsy straight. Over lawyers' fingers, and they dream on straight fees. Sometimes she hops over lawyer's nose, and he dreams of smelling out a suit. Sometimes she driveth over a soldier's neck, dreams cutting foreign throats, and preaches and beats with Spanish blades, held 5 fathoms deep, and then anon drums in his ear, at which he starts and wakes, and being less frightened, says a prayer too, then sleeps again. And I'm telling you, this is that very Queen Mab.
Peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talkest of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle mind, but out of nothing but vain fantasy. Thin of substance as the air, and as inconstant as the wind.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I threw too early, for my mind misgives. Some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall begin his fearful date.
Strike, drum.
Away with the joint stools, remove the court cupboard, look to the plate. Good thou, save me a piece of marchpane, as thou lovest me. Let the porter let in seasoned grindstone and nail. Anthony!
Ready.
You are looked for and called for, asked for and sought for in the great chamber.
I cannot be here and there too. Surely, boys, be brisk a while, and the longer liver take all.
Welcome, gentlemen, for I've seen the day I've worn a visor, and could tell a fair lady's ear 'tis gone, 'tis gone, 'tis gone. Welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, give room, and foot it, girls.
What lady is that, which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight?
I know not, sir.
Oh, she doth teach the torches to burn bright. It seems she hangs upon the cheek of night, as rich as a jewel in Ethiop's ear. Beauty too rich for earth too dear. Did my heart's love till now? Oh, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This by his voice should be a Montague.
Fetch
touch me my rapier, boy! What dares the slave come hither covered with an antic flame, to fleer and scorn in our solemnity? Now by this stocking honor my kin, to strike him dead and hold it not a sin.
Wherefore, kinsman? Wherefore storm you so?
Uncle, this is a Montague, our foe. A villain let us come hither in spite, to scorn at our solemnity this night.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Content thee, gentle cuz. Let him alone. Verona brags of him. Well-governed youth for the wealth of this town. I will not for the wealth of this town. For in my house we give him disparagement. Be patient, take none of him. For it is my will, and if thou would respect, put off these frowns for an ill-received message for a feast.
If it's for such a villain as our guest, I'll not endure him.
What, boy? He shall be endured. Am I the master here, or you? Go to!
Why, uncle, 'tis a shame.
You're a sauce boy, isn't so indeed? I'll make you quiet. But surely my heart!
Patience perforce with willful color greeting makes my flesh tremble in its different greeting. I will withdraw, but this intrusion shall now seeming sweet convert the rid of God.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand the holy shrine, gentle sin is this, my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready to stand the rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hand too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints' lips and holy palmers too?
I, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Oh then, let lips do what hands do. They pray. Grant thou less faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips by thine my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips? O trespass sweetly urge, give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madam, your mother craves a word from you.
What is her mother?
Mary Bachelor. Mother's the lady of the house.
Is she a Capulet? Oh dear, count my life's days a foe.
Oh, hey, be gone. The sport is at its best.
Aye, the more is at mine rest.
Thank you, honest gentlemen. Good night. More torches here. Come then, let's to bed. Ah, Sirrah, it waxes late. It'll be my rest.
Come hither, nurse. What is yon gentleman?
The son and heirful Tiberio.
Was he that follows, that would not dance?
Mary, that I think be young Petruchio.
What is he that now is going out of door?
I know not.
Go ask his name. If he be married, my grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo. And a Montague, the only son of your great enemy.
My only love sprung from my only hate. Too early seen, unknown, and known too late. Prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
What's this? What's this?
Oh, a rhyme I learned even now, of one I danced withal.
A nun? A nun. Come, let's away. All strangers are gone.
Now old desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection gaves to be his heir. That fair, that which love groaned for, and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair. Now Romeo is beloved, and loves again, alike bewitched by the charm of looks. But to his foe supposed he must complain, and she steal love's sweet bait from fearful hooks. Being held a foe, he may not have access to breathe such vows as lovers use to swear. And she, as much in love, her means much less, to meet her new beloved anywhere. But passion lends them power, time means to meet, tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forward when my heart is here?
Romeo! My cousin Romeo! Romeo!
He is wise, and all my life I've stolen him to bed.
He ran this way and left this orchard wall. Call good Mercutio.
Nay, and I'll conjure too. Romeo! Madman! Passion! Lover! Appear thou dost and leg to the side. Speak but one rhyme and I'm satisfied. Cry but ah me, pronounce but love and dove. He heareth not, he speaketh not, he moveth not. They be dead and I must conjure him. I conjure thee by Rosalind's bright eye, by her high forehead and her scarlet lip, that in thy likeness thou would appear to us.
And if he hear thee, thou wilt anger him.
This cannot anger him. 'Twould anger him to raise a spirit in his mistress's circle of some strange nature and letting it there stand till she had conjured and laid it down. Ooh, that were some spite. My indication is fair and honest, and in his mistress's name, I conjure only but to raise him up.
Come, he hath hidden himself among these trees to be consorted with the humorous night. Blind is love, and best befits the dark.
If love is blind, love missed the mark. Alas, poor Romeo, that she were in love with thee. Come, shall we go?
Go then, for 'tis vain to seek him here that means not to be found.
He jets the scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief. That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she, be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vessel ivory is but thick and green, and none but fools do wear it. Cast it off. Oh, it is my lady. Oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses. I will answer it. I am too bold. 'Tis not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars in all of heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes to twinkle in their spheres they return. What if her eyes were there? They in her head, the brightness of her cheek would shame those stars. As daylight doth a lamp, her eyes in heaven would through the airy rain stream so bright that the birds, they would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon thy hand? Oh, that I were a glove upon thy hand, that I might touch that cheek.
Ay, me.
She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious being over my head than a winged messenger of heaven.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name. Or if thou wilt not, be but sworn, my love, and I'll no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is neither hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet. So Romeo would, were he not Romeo called, retain that dear perfection which he owes without that title. Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name which is no part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I will never be Romeo.
What man art thou, that thus bescreened the night, so stumblest on my counsel?
My name, dear saint, it is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of this tongue's utterance, yet I know this sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair maid, if neither thee dislike.
How camest thou hither? Tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen were to find thee here.
By love's light wings thou pierce these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out, and what dares love attempt. Therefore, those kingsmen are no stop to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more pearl in thine eye than 20 of their swords. Look thou but sweet, I am proof against their enemy.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have a nice cloak to hide me from thine eye. If they find me here, my life better ended by their hate and death prorogued, wanting for thy love.
By whose direction foundest thou this place?
By love that first did prompt me to inquire. He lent me counsel, and I lent him eyes.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush beneath my cheek for what thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain, deny what I have spoke. Put farewell compliment. Dost thou love me? I know thou wilt say aye, and I will take thy word. Yet, if thou swearest, thou mayest prove false. At lovers' perjuries, they say Jove laughs. Oh, gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. Or, if thou thinkest I am too quickly won, I'll frown and be perverse, and say thee nay, so thou wilt woo.
Lady, by yonder bless the moon I vow, with silver all these fruit trees.
Do not swear by the moon, the inconstant moon that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest thy love prove likewise variable.
Well, what shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all. Or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, and I'll believe thee.
Well, if my heart's dear love...
do not swear. Although I joy in thee, I have no joy in this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden, too like the lightning, which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet, good night. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, as sweet repose and rest come to thy heart as that within thy chest.
Oh, will thou leave me still unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave it to thee before thou didst request it, but I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it to thee again. I hear some noise within. Dear love, a Jew. Juliet! Anon, good nurse. Sweet Montague, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Okay. Oh, blessed night. Being in night, I'm afeard all this is but a dream.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bit of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow.
Madam.
I come anon. But if thou meanest not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam.
By and by I come to cease thy strife and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send.
So throb my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worst to want thy light.
Psst, Romeo!
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet song is by night, like softest music continuing to my ears.
Romeo.
My dear?
What o'clock tomorrow shall I send thee?
By the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
I will stand here till thou remember it.
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
Then I'll still stand here to have thee still forget any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone. Good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Hence, I will go to my ghostly sire's cell. His have to crave and my have to tell.
Now ere the sun advance his burning eye, the day to cheer, and night's dank dew to dry, I must upfill this austere cage of ours with baleful weeds and precious juice flowers. The earth that nature's mother is her tomb, what is her burying grave that is her womb. And from her womb, children of divers kind, we nursing on her natural bosom find, many for many virtues excellent, none but for some, and yet all different. For not so good, but strained from that fair use, revolts from true birth, stumbling on abuse. Virtue itself turns vice being misapplied, and vice sometimes by action dignified. Within the infant rind of this weak flower, poison hath residence and medicine power. Two such opposed kings encamp them still, and man, as well as herbs, grace and rude will. And where the worser is predominant, full soon the canker death eats up that plant.
Good morrow, Father.
Benedictate! What early tongue so sweet saluteth me? Young son, it argues at his tempered head, so soon to bid good morrow to thy bed. Thy earliness doth me assure that thou art roused with some distemperature. Or, if not so, then here I hit it right. Our Romeo hath not been in bed tonight.
The last is true. The sweeter rest was mine.
God pardon sin. Where hast thou been then?
I have not been with Rosalind, my ghostly father. No, I've forgotten that name, and that name as well.
That's my good son, but where hast thou been then?
I'll tell thee, ere thou ask me again. For I have been feasting with my enemy, whereon some behalf has wounded me, that's by me wounded. Within our holy physic, both our remedies lie.
Be plain, good son, and homely in thy drift. Riddling confession finds but riddling shrift.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of rich Capulet. So mine is set on hers, and hers on set is mine. And savest thou wast combined. And by holy marriage this I pray, thou consent to marry us today.
Holy Saint Francis, what a change is here! Is Rosalind, that thou didst love so dear, so soon forsaken? Young men's loves lies not truly in their hearts, but in their eyes. The sun, not yet thy sighs from heaven clears. Thy old groans yet ring in mine ancient ears. Lo, here upon this cheek the stain doth sit, of an old tear that is not washed off yet. And art thou changed?
Thou chidest me not for loving Rosalind.
For doting, not for loving, pupil mine.
And baddest me bury, love.
Nigh in a grave, to lay in one, another out to have.
I pray thee, chide me not. I love her now. Doth grace for grace and love for love out. The other did not so.
Oh, she knew well thy love did read by rote, which could not spell. But come, young waver, come go with me, and in one respect I'll thy assistant be. For this alliance may so happy prove to turn your household's rancor into pure love.
Let us hence I stand on sudden haste.
Wise lead and slow, they stumble that run fast.
Yes, Father.
Devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight?
Not to his father's. I spoke with his man. Tybalt, the kinsman to old Capulet, hath sent a letter to his father's house.
Challenge on my life.
Romeo will answer it.
Any man that can write may answer a letter.
Nay, he will answer the letter's master. How he dares being dared.
Oh, alas, poor Romeo. He's already dead. Stabbed through the heart with the witch's black eye. Run through the ear with the love song. Is he a man to encounter Tybalt?
Why? What is Tybalt?
Oh, more than prince of cats. The courageous captain of compliments. He fights at 16, keeping time, distance, proportion. He rests minimum rest of 1, 2, and the third in your bosom. Very butcher of a silk button, a duelist, a duelist.
What?
Very good blade, very tall man.
Here comes Romeo, here comes Romeo.
Senor Romeo, bonjour! It's a French salutation for your French slop. Give us the counterfeit fairly last night.
Good morrow to the both of you. What counterfeit did I give you?
The slip, sir, the slip. Can you not conceive?
Pardon, good Mercutio. My business was great, and in such case as mine, a man may strain courtesy.
That's as much as say such a case as yours can train a man to bow in the hams.
Meaning to curtsy.
Thomas must kindly hit it.
A most courteous exposition.
Nay, and if thy wits run the wild goose chase, then I'm done. Why is this not better than groaning for love? Now thou art sociable. Now thou art Romeo. Now thou art what thou art, bard as well as nature. For this dribbling love is like a great natural that runs lolling up and down to hide his bauble in a hole.
Stop there, stop there.
Thou desirest me to stop my tail against the hair?
Thou also made thy tail large.
No, thou art deceived. I was to come to the conclusion of my tale shortly, and would have occupied it indeed no longer.
Single soul jest solely singular with the singulus. Oh, don't even. Swits and spurs, I'll cry a match.
Peter.
Non?
My fan, Peter.
Good Peter to hide her face. The fan's a fair face.
God, ye good mar, gentlemen.
God, ye good den, fair gentle woman.
Is it good den? What a man are you? Gentlemen, can any of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you where young Romeo is, but he will be much older than when you have saw him before. I'm the founder of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence.
Very well took in faith, wisely, wisely.
She will indict him to some supper.
A nag, so what hast thou found? Nothing, sir, unless a horse or a shanking mare ready to spin. Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll dinner thither.
I'll follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady, farewell, lady.
What saucy merchant was this that was so full of his ropery?
A gentleman nurse that loves to hear himself talk, and he'll speak more in a minute than he will stand to in a month.
And to speak anything against me, I'll take him down, and if I cannot, I'll find those that shout. Scurvy knave, I'm none of his flirt gills, I'm none of his skeins mates, and thou must stand by too and watch me suffer every knave to taunt me at his pleasure.
I saw no man taunt you at his pleasure. If I had, my weapon should quickly have been out. I warrant you, I dare draw as soon as another man. If I see occasion and go to quarrel, and the law on my side.
I'm so vexed that every part about me quivers. Scurvy knave, pray you, sir, a word? But first, let me tell ye, if ye shall leave my lady in a fool's paradise, as I say, it was a very gross kind of behavior, as I say, and therefore, if ye shall deal double with her, which would be an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, and very weak dealing.
Commend me to my lady and mistress. I protest unto thee.
Good heart, and in faith I will tell her as much. Lord, she will be a joyful woman.
What wilt thou sayest, nurse? Thou dost not mark me.
I will tell her that you do protest, which, as I take it, is a gentlemanlike offer.
And there she will be at Friar Lawrence's cell, shrived and married. Here's for thy pains.
No, truly, sir, not a penny.
Go to, I say you shall.
This afternoon, sir, well, she shall be there.
And stake a nurse behind the abbey wall. Within this hour, my man shall be with thee. And bring thee cords made like a tacklet's there, with the high tappel gown of joy. Farewell, we trust thee, and I'll quit thy pains.
God in heaven bless thee. Hark you, sir.
What sayest thou, my dear nurse?
Is your man a secret? Did you hear her say? Soon we keep counsel, putting one away?
I warn thee, my man's as true as steel.
Well, sir, my mistress is the sweetest lady. Lord, when was a little prating thing. Oh, there is a nobleman in town, one Paris, that pain lay knife aboard. But she is like see a toad, a fairy toad to see. I anger her sometimes and tell her that Paris is the proper man. But I'll warrant you, when I say so, she looks paler than the clout and the versal worlds.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times. Peter.
No?
Before and apace.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. In half an hour she promised to return. Perchance she cannot meet him. That's not so. Oh, she is lame. Love's herald should be thoughts, which 10 times faster glides than the sun's beams. If she had affections and warm youthful blood, she'd be as swift in motion as a ball. My words would bandy her to my sweet love, and his to me. But old folks, many fain as they were dead, unwieldy, slow, heavy, and pale as lead. Oh, she comes. Oh, honey nurse, what news? Hast thou met with him? Send thy man away.
Peter, stay at the gate.
Now, good, sweet nurse. Oh, nurse, why lookest thou sad? Though news be sad, yet tell them merrily. If could, thou shamest the music of sweet news by playing it to me with so sour a face.
I'm a-weary. Give me leave a while. What jaunt have I had?
Nay, come. I pray thee, speak. Good, good. Nurse, speak!
What haste. Can you not stay a while? Do you not see? I'm out. Breath.
How art thou out of breath when thou hast breath to tell to me that thou art out of breath? The excuses thou dost make in this delay is longer than the tale thou dost excuse. Tell me, is thy news good or bad? Answer to that, and I'll state the circumstance. Is it good or is it bad?
Well, you've made a simple choice. You know not how to choose a man. Romeo, no, not he. Though his face be better than any man's, he has legs excels all men's, and for a hand and a foot and a body, if they be not talked on, but their past compare. He's not the flower of courtesy, but I warn him, as gentle as a lamb.
What says he of our marriage? What of that?
Oh, how my head aches. What head have I? It beats as it would fall into 20 pieces.
In faith, I am sorry that thou art not well. Sweet, sweet, sweet nurse, tell me what says my love.
Have you got to leave the shrift today?
I have.
Then how you hints to Friar Lawrence self. There says a husband to make you wife. Now comes the wanton blood beating in your cheeks. They'll be shaded scarlet in any news. Hurry to church. I must another way to fetch a ladder by which your love must climb a bird's nest. I'm the drudge and toil in your delights. Go out to dinner. Hurry to the cell.
High to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell. Where is it?
The heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Amen, amen. But come what sorrow can. It cannot countervail the exchange of joy that one short minute gives me in her sight. Do thou but close our hands with holy words, and then love devouring death do what he dare. Is it enough I may call her mine?
These violent delights have violent ends, and in their triumph die, like fire and powder, which as they kiss consume. Therefore, love moderately. Long love doth so. Too swift arrives as tardy as too slow. Look, sir, here comes the lady toward my cell.
Good even to my ghostly confessor.
Ah, dear Juliet, if the measure of joy be heaped like mine, unfold the imagined happiness that we each received from this dear encounter.
They are but beggars that can count their worth, but my true love is grown to such excess that I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves, you will never be alone, till Holy Church incorporates two in one.
I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets abroad. And if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For in these hot days is the mad blood stirring.
Come, come. Tart as hot as a jack in my mood is Indian Italy. Soon moody to be moved, and soon moved to be moody.
Am I such a fellow?
Thou are like one of those fellows that enters the confines of a tavern, claps his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee. But by the operation of the second cup puts him on the drawer, when indeed there is no need.
And what two?
And there were two such. You should have none shortly for one to kill the other. Thou hast quarreled with a man for cracking nuts, having no other reason but because thine eyes are hazel. Thy head is as full of quarrels as an egg is full of aloes, and beaten aloe is an egg for quarreling. Didst thou not quarrel with a man in the street for coughing, having no other reason but because he wakened a dog that was lying asleep in the sun? Didst thou not follow with a tailor for wearing his new doublet before Easter, with another for tying his new shoes with an old ribbon? And thou would tutor me from quarreling.
And if I were so apt to quarrel as thou art, any man should buy a fee simple of my life for an hour and a quarter.
Fee simple. Oh, simple.
By my head, here comes the Capulets.
By my heel, I care not.
Let's I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good din. A word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Can you not couple with something and make it a word and a blow?
You'll find me apt enough for that, sir. And I'll give you an occasion.
Could you not take some occasion without giving?
Mercutio, thou couldst sort us with Romeo.
Consort? What, dost thou make us minstrels? If thou make minstrels of us, look to hear nothing but discords. Here's not fiddlestick that should make you dance. Zounds, consort.
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw into some private place and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us.
Men's eyes are made to look, let them gaze. Why not budge for no man's pleasure?
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man.
Well, I'd be hanged if he wear your livery. Mary, go before him to the field, and if he be your follower, your worship in that sense may call him your man.
Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have loved thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage of such greeting. Villain, I am none, therefore, farewell. I see thou know me not.
Boy, this will not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Then return and draw.
I do protest unto thee I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. And so did Capulet, which name I tender dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm this honorable vow of submission. Tilly, you rat catcher, will you walk?
What's that have with me?
Nothing, good king of cats, one of your 9 lives, fetch me to make a bold withal. And if you shall use me hereafter, dry beat the rest of the 8.
I am for you!
Gentle Mercutio, put that rapier up.
Come, sir, your passado!
Draw the Volio, beat down the weapons. Hold Tybalt, Mercutio. The Prince expressly had none of this bandying ground roll rolls. Hold Tybalt, good Mercutio.
I'm hurt. I'll play out both your houses. I'm spent. Is he gonna have nothing?
What, art thou hurt?
Aye, scratch. Mary, 'tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask me tomorrow, you shall find me a grave man.
Courage, man, the hurt cannot be much.
Zounds, a dog, a rat, cat, a mouse, the scratch me into death. A brother, a rogue, a villain that fights by the book of arithmetic. The devil you came between us, I was hurt under your arm.
I thought all for the best.
Help me into some house when I shall faint. I'll find out both your houses, that maybe dwarves need of me. Have it and soundly too. Your houses!
This gentleman, the prince's near ally, my very friend, hath got his mortal hurt in my behalf. My reputation stained with Tybalt's slander. Tybalt hath been an hour been my cousin. O sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, as soft and as glorious steel.
Oh, Romeo, brave Mercutio's dead. That gallant spirit hath aspired the clouds, which too untimely did scorn the earth.
This black fate on mo days doth begin. This but begins, a woe must others end.
Here comes the furious Tybalt back again.
Again in triumphant, Mercutio slain? Tybalt, take the villain that thou lightest gave it to me. Mercutio's soul is a little above our heads, waiting for thine to keep him company. Either thou or I or both must go with him.
The wretched boy! Thou dost consort him here! Shall with him heads!
This shall determine that! You want more? Come on! Yeah, none of that.
Romeo! Away, be gone! The citizens are up, and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death if thou art taken. Hence, be gone, away!
Oh, I'm fortune's full.
Why dost thou stay?
Where are the final beginners of this fray?
Oh, noble prince, I can discover all the unlucky menage of this fatal brawl. Here lies the man, slain by young Romeo, who slew thy kinsman, brave Mercutio. Tybalt, my cousin! Oh, my brother's child! Oh, prince! Oh, husband! Oh, the blood is spilled of my dear kinsman! Prince, hast thou art true? The blood of all shed blood of Montague!
Benvolio! Who began this bloody fray?
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo, that spoke him fair, then to think how nice the quarrel was, and urge with all your high displeasure. Tybalt, death to peace, tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio, who all is hot, turns deadly point to point, and with a martial scorn, with one hand beats cold death aside, and with the other sends back to Tybalt, whose dexterity retorts it. Romeo, he cries aloud, "Ho, friends, friends, heart!" And swifter than his tongue, his agile arm beats down their fatal points. And twixt them rushes, underneath whose arm an envious thrust from Tybalt hit the life of stout Mercutio. And then Tybalt fled. But by and by comes back to Romeo, who is newly entertained revenge. And to it they go like lightning, fear I could draw the partner with stout Tybalt slain. And as he fell, did Romeo turn and fly. This is the truth, or let Benvolio die.
He is a kinsman to the Montague. Affection makes him false. He speaks not true. I beg for justice, which thou, prince, must give. Romeo slew Tybalt. Romeo must not live.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of this dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, Prince. He was Mercutio's friend. The law concludes his life concludes what the law should end. The life of Tybalt.
And for that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I have an interest in your hate proceeding. My blood for your rude brawls doth lie a-bleeding. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers will purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste. Else, when he is found, that hour is his last. Bear hence this body, and attend our will. Mercy but murders, pardoning those that kill.
come, civil knight, thou sober-suited matron all in black, and learn me how to lose a winning match. Oh, come, night! Come, Romeo! Come thou day in night, for thou wilt lie upon the wings of night, whiter than new snow on a raven's back. Come, gentle night, come, loving black-browed night, give me my Romeo! And when I shall die, take him and cut him into little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with the night and pay no worship to the garish sun. So tedious is this day, as is the night before some festival to an impatient child who has new robes and may not wear them. Oh, here comes my nurse, and she brings news, and every tongue that speaks but Romeo's name speaks heavenly eloquence. Now, nurse, what news? What hast thou there? The cords that Romeo bid thee fetch?
The cords.
Ay me, why dost thou wring thy hands?
Well a day. He's dead, he's dead, he's dead. We're undone, lady. We're undone. Alack today. He's gone. He's killed. He's dead.
Can heaven be so envious?
Romeo can. Thou heaven cannot. Oh, Romeo, Romeo. Who'd ever have thought it? Romeo.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? This torture should be roared in dismal hell. Hath Romeo slain himself? If he be slain, say aye, if not no. Brief sounds determine my weal or woe.
I saw the wound. I saw with mine eyes. God save the mark here on his manly breast. All bedewed, all pale, pale as ashes. I swooned at the sight.
Oh, break my heart. Poor bankrupt, break it once. To prison eyes never look on liberty. Vile earth to earth resign, in motion here. And thou and Romeo press one heavy bier.
Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt, the best friend I had. Oh, courteous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I would live to see thee dead.
What storm is this that blows so contrary? Is Romeo slain, and is Tybalt dead? My dearest cousin and my dearer lord?
Romeo's gone and Tybalt banished. Romeo that killed him is banished.
Oh, God, help us. Did Romeo's hand shed Tybalt's blood?
It did. Alas, the day it did.
Oh, servant heart hid with a flowering face. Did ever a dragon keep so fair a cave? Beautiful tyrant, fiend angelical, despised substance of divinest show, just opposite of what thou justly seemest. A wicked saint, an honorable villain. O nature, what hast thou to do in hell when thou didst bower the spirit of a fiend in moral paradise of such sweet flesh? Oh, that deceit should dwell in such a gorgeous palace.
There's no trust, no faith, no honesty in all men. All were Jude, all sworn, all not, all dissemblers. Ah, where's my man? Give me some aquavitae. These woes, these griefs make me old. Shame come to Romeo.
Blister be thy tongue for such a wish. He was not born to shame. Upon his brow shame is ashamed to sit. Oh, what a beast was I to chide at him.
Will he speak well of him that killed your cousin?
Shall I speak ill of him that is my husband? Ah, poor my lord, what tongue shall smooth thy name when I, thy 3 hours wife, have mangled it? But wherefore, villain, didst thou kill my cousin? That villain cousin would have killed my husband. Back, foolish tears, back to your native spring. My husband lives that Tybalt would have killed, and Tybalt is slain that would have killed my husband. All this is comfort. Wherefore weep I then? There was some word, worser than Tybalt's death, that hath murdered me. I would forget it, but oh, it presses to my memory. Tybalt is dead, and Romeo banished. That banished, that one word banished, hath slain 10,000 Tybalts. Tybalt's death was woe enough, but Romeo is banished. To speak that is father, mother, Tybalt, Romeo, Juliet, all slain, all dead. There is no end, limit, measure, bound in that word's death. No words can that woe sound. Where are my father and my mother, nurse?
Weeping and calling over Tybalt's corpse. Will you go to them? I'll bring you thither.
Wash they his wounds with tears. Mine shall be spent when theirs are dry for Romeo's banishment. Pick up those cords. Poor ropes, you are beguiled. Both you and I, for Romeo is exiled. Come, cords, come, nurse, out to my wedding bed. And find Romeo. Give this ring to my true knight, and bid him come to take his last farewell.
Romeo, Romeo, come forth, thou fearful man, thou art wedded to calamity.
Father, what news?
I bring thee tidings of the prince's doom.
What lists his doomsday and the prince's doom?
A gentler judgment hath vanished from his lips, not of body's death, but body's banishment.
Ha! Banishment? Be merciful, say death. Exile hath more terror in his look, much more than banishment. Do not say banishment.
Hence from Verona, though art thou banished. Be patient, for the world is broad and wide.
There is no world beyond Verona walls, but purgatory, torture, hell itself. Thou cuttest my head off with a golden axe and smilest upon the stroke that murders me.
O deadly sin, O rude unthankfulness! Thy fault our law caused death, but the kind prince hath brushed aside the law and turned thy black word death to banishment. This is true mercy, and thou seest it not.
'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is where Juliet lives, and every unworthy thing may live for with her. They may seize upon the white wonders of dear Juliet's hands and steal the immortal blessings from her lips. But Romeo may not. He is banished. This may flies do, when I from this must fly. They are free men, but I am banished. And sayest thou exile is not death? How hast thou the heart to be a divine, a ghostly confessor, a sin absolver, my friend profess, to mangle with that word banished?
Thou fond madman, hear me speak a little.
Ha, I will probably speak again of banishment.
I'll give thee armor to keep off that word, to comfort thee, though thou art banished.
Unless philosophy can make a new Juliet, display it in town, reverse the prince's doom, it helps not, it prevails not, talk no more.
Let me dispute with thee of thy estate.
Thou canst not talk to me, because thou dost not feel. Wert thou as young as I, Juliet thy love, and Albert married, Tybalt murdered, dawning like me and like me banished. Then mightest thou speak, then mightest thou tear thy hair, then mightest thou fall to the ground as I do now, taking the measure of an unmade grave.
Arise, one knocks. Good Romeo, hide thyself.
Not I, unless the breath of heart's stick grows. Mist unfold me from the search of their eyes.
Hark how they knock. Good Romeo, hide thyself. Thou wilt be taken. Who's there? Romeo, stand up. Run to my study. By and by. God's will, what simpleness is this? I come, I come. Whence came you? What's your will? Who knocks so hard?
Let me come in, and you shall know my errand. I come from Lady Juliet.
Welcome then.
Oh, Holy Friar, tell me, Holy Friar, where's my lady's lord? Where's Romeo?
There on the ground, with his own tears made drunk.
Piteous predicament, even so lies she, blubbering and weeping, weeping and blubbering. Stand up, and you be a man for Juliet's sake, rise and stand.
Speaks of Juliet, how is with her? How does she? Doth not she think me on a murderer? Oh, now I've stained the childhood with blood little removed from her own. How is she, and how doth she? And doth not she think me on a murderer?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps, and then falls on her bed, and then Tybalt cries, and then Romeo calls, and down falls again.
As if that name shot from the devil of a gun did murder her kingsman. Tell me, friar, tell me, in what part of this anatomy did murder her name?
Hold thou desperate hand! Art thou a man? Thy form cries out thou art. Thy tears are womanish. Thy wild acts denote the unreasonable fury of a beast. Unseemly woman and a seeming man, an ill-beseeming beast and seeming both. Hast thou slain Tybalt, wilt thou slay thyself, and thy lady that in thy life lives? Thy Juliet is alive, for whose sake thou wast but lately dead. There thou art happy. Tybalt would kill thee, but thou slewest Tybalt. There thou art happy. The law that threatened death becomes thy friend, and turns it to exile. There thou art happy. A pack of blessings light upon thy back. Happiness courts thee in her best array, but like a misshaped and sullen wrench, thou puttest up the fortune of thy love. Go, get thee to thy love as was the creed, hence, and comfort her. But look, thou stay not till the watch be set, for then thou canst not pass to Mantua, where thou shalt live till we can find a time to blaze your marriage, reconcile your friends, beg pardon of the prince, and call thee back with 1,000 times more joy than thou wast sent forth with lamentation. Go before nurse, commend me to thy lady, and bid her hasten all the house to bed.
Oh, Lord, I could have stayed here all night, but hear good counsel. Oh, what learning is. My lord, I'll tell my lady you will come.
Do so, and bid my sweet prepare to chide.
Here, sir, a ring she bid me give you, sir. Hie you, make haste, for it grows very late.
How well is my comfort revived by this?
Go hence, and here stands all your state. Either be gone before the watch be set, or by the break of day disguised from hence.
It were a grief so brief to part with thee. Farewell.
Things have fallen out, sir, so unluckily that we have not had enough time to move my daughter. Look you, she loved her kinsman Tybalt dearly. And so did I. Well, we're all born to die. 'Tis late. She'll not come down tonight. I promise you. But for your company, I would have been in bed an hour ago.
These times of woe afford no tune to woo. Madam, good night. Commit me to your daughter.
I will, and know her mind early tomorrow. Tonight she's mewed up to her heaviness.
Sir Paris, I'll make a desperate tender for my child's love, that she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay more, I doubt it not. Wife, go to Juliet ere you go to bed, and tell her here my son Paris's love, and bid her, mark you me, tell her that she will be married to this noble earl this very Thursday. We'll make no great ado, a friend or two, for hark you, Tybalt being slain so late may have thought that we held him carelessly. What say you to Thursday?
My lord, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
We'll get thee gone. A Thursday be it then. Wife, go to Juliet to prepare against this wedding day. Farewell, my lord.
Wilt thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale, and not the lark, that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear.
It was a lark, the herald morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds of yonder east. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Yon light is not daylight, I know it. It is some meteor that the sun exhales to be to thee a torchbearer to light thee all night way to Mantua.
Let me be taken. Let me be put to death. I am content, so that we'll have it so. I have more care to stay than will to go. Come, death, and welcome. Juliet wills it so. How is it, my soul? Let's talk. It is not day.
It is, high hence be gone away. It was the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. More light and light it grows.
More light and dark our woes.
Madam, nurse, the day is broke. Be wary, look about. Thin window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss, now descend.
Art thou gone so? Love, Lord, I husband, friend, I must hear from thee every day in the hour, for in a minute there are many days. Oh, by this count I shall be much in years ere I again behold my Romeo.
Farewell. I will omit no opportunity that convey my greetings. Love to thee.
Fortune, fortune, all men call thee fickle. If thou art fickle, then what hast thou to do with a man that is renowned for faith? Be fickle, fortune,
For then I hope thou wilt not keep him long, but send him back. Who is it that calls? Is it my lady mother? What unaccustomed cause procures her hither?
Why, how now, Juliet?
Madam, I am not well.
Evermore weeping for your cousin's death? What wilt thou wash him from his grave with tears? And if thou couldst not make him live. Therefore have done. Some grief shows much of love, but much of grief shows still some want of wit.
Yet let me weep for such a feeling loss.
So shall you feel the loss, but not the friend which you weep for.
Feeling so the loss, I cannot ever but choose the friend.
Well, girl, thou weepest not so much for his death as that the villain lives which slaughtered him.
What villain, madam?
That same villain, Romeo.
Villain and he may be many miles asunder. God pardon him, I do, with all my heart. Yet no man like he doth grieve my heart.
That is because the traitor murderer lives.
Aye, madam, and from the reach of these my hands would I none but venge my cousin's death.
We will have vengeance for it. Fear thou not, then weep no more. I'll send to one of Mantua, where that same banished renegade doth live, and give him such an unaccustomed dram that he too shall soon keep Tybalt company. Then I hope thou wilt be satisfied.
Indeed, I shall never be satisfied with Romeo till I behold him dead. Is my poor heart for so kinsman vexed? Madam, if you could find but a man to bear poison, I would temper it, that Romeo should upon receipt thereof soon sleep in quiet. Oh, how my heart abhors to hear him named, and cannot come to him. To wreak the love I bore my cousin upon his body that hath slaughtered him.
Find thou the means, and I'll find such a man. But now I'll tell thee joyful tidings, girl.
And joy comes well in such a needy time. What are they, I beseech your ladyship?
Well, well, thou hast a careful father, child, one who, to put thee from thy heaviness, hath sorted out a sudden day of joy.
Madam, in happy time. What day is that?
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morn. The gallant, young, and noble gentleman, the county Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
Now by St. Peter's Church and Peter too, he shall not make me there a joyful bride. I wonder at this haste that I should wed ere he that should be husband comes to woo. I pray you tell my lord and father I will not marry yet, and when I do, I know it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris.
Here comes your father. Tell him so yourself.
How now, conjurate girl? What, still in tears? How now, wife? Have you delivered to our decree?
Aye, sir, but she will none. She gives you thanks. I would the fool were married to her grave.
Soft, take me with you. Take me with you, wife. How is she a nun when we brought her such a gentleman to be her bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful for hate even when it is meant love.
What is this? Proud, and I thank you not. Mistress Minion, you. Proud me no prouds, nor thank me no thankings. But fill your fine joints. Get to St. Peter's Church with Paris a Thursday, or I'll drag you on a hurdle thither!
Fie, what are you, mad?
Good Father, I beseech you on my knees, hear me but to speak a word.
Hang me, young baggage, disobedient wretch! I'll tell you what, get to church at Thursday, or never after look me in the face again! Wife, we thought us blessed that God has lent us this only one child, but now that I see that this one is one too much.
God in heaven bless her. You are to blame, my lord, to rape her so.
And why, my lady Wisdom? Hold your tongue! Good prudence, smatter gossips, go!
I speak no treason.
Peace, you mumbling fool! I'll tell thee what. Peace, you mumbling fool! Put your gravity over a gossip's bowl, for here we need it not.
You are too hot.
Day, night, hour, ride, time, alone, in company. And my care was to have her match, and have a wretched pulling say, I cannot love, I will not wed. I am too young, I pray you pardon me. Well, if you're not wed, I will pardon you, but you will not house with me. I'll give you to my friend, so you will not hang, beg, starve, die in the streets.
Is there no pity sitting in the clouds that sees into the bottom of my grief? Madam, please delay this marriage for a month, a week.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Oh, nurse, how shall this be prevented? My husband is on earth, my faith in heaven. Comfort me, counsel me. What sayest thou? Hast thou not a word of joy? Some comfort, nurse.
Faith, here it is. Romeo is banished, since the case now stands as it doth.
I think it best you married with the county. Oh, he's a lovely gentleman. Romeo's a dishclout to him, beshrew my very heart. I think you'll be happier in the second match, for it excels your first. Or if it did not, your first is dead, or 'twere good he were, as you living and you no use of him.
Speakest thou from thy heart?
And from my soul too, or beshrew them both.
Amen.
What?
Well, thou hast comforted me marvelous much. Go in and tell my lady I'm gone, having displeased my father, to Lawrence's cell to make confession and to be absolved. O most wicked fiend! Is it more sin to wish me thus forsworn, or to dispraise my lord with that same tongue which she hath praised him with so many thousand times? Go, counselor, thou and my bosom henceforth shall be twain. I'll to the friar to know his remedy. If all else fail, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir, the time is very short.
My father Capulet will have it so, and I'm nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven as a course, I like it not.
Immoderately she weeps for Tybalt's death, and therefore I have little talked of love. Now, her father counts it dangerous she gives her sorrow such sway, and in his wisdom he hastes our marriage. Now do you know the reason for this haste?
I knew not why it should be slowed. Look, sir, here comes a lady toward my cell.
Happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
That may be, must be love, on Thursday next.
What must be shall be.
That's certain text.
Come you to make confession to this holy father?
To answer that, I should confess to you.
Do not deny to him that you love me.
I will confess to you that I love him.
And so will ye, I'm sure you will, that you love me.
If I do, it would be a more price being spoke behind your back than to your face.
Poor soul, thy face is much abused with tears.
The tears have got small victories by that, for it was bad enough before their spite.
Thou countest it more than tears with that report.
That is no slander, sir, which is a truth. And what I spake it to my face.
Thy face is mine, and thou hast slandered it.
That may be so, for it is not mine own. Are you at leisure, Holy Father, now, or shall I come to you at evening mass?
My leisure serves me, pensive daughter, now. My lord, we must entreat this time alone.
God shield us should disturb devotion. Juliet, on Thursday early I will rouse thee. Till then, adieu. Keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me. Past hope, past cure, past help.
Oh, Juliet, I already know thy grief. It strains me past the compass of my wits. I hear thou must, and nothing may prolong it, than on Thursday next to be married to this county.
Tell me not, friar, that thou hearest of this, unless thou tell me how I may prevent it. If in thy wisdom thou canst give no help, do thou but call my resolution wise, and with a knife I'll help it presently. God joined my heart and Romeo's. Thou our hands, and ere this hand, by Romeo's sealed, shall be the label to another deed. Or my true heart with treacherous revolt shall turn to another. This shall slay them both. Or twixt me and my extremes this bloody knife shall play the empire. Be not so long to speak. I long to die, if what thou speakest speak not of remedy.
Hold thou desperate hand. I do spy a kind of hope, which craves as desperate an execution as that is desperate which we would prevent. If, rather than to marry County Paris, thou hast the strength and will to slay thyself, then it is likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away the shame that copes with death himself to escape from it. And if thou darest, I'll give thee remedy.
Oh, bid me leap rather than marry Paris from off the battlements of yonder tower, or bid me lurk where serpents are, chain me with roaring bears, or hide me nightly in a charnel house, or covered with dead men's rattling bones, with reeky shanks and yellow chapless skulls, or bid me go into a new-made grave, or hide me in a dead man in a shroud. Things that, to hear them said, have made me tremble, yet I will do it without fear or doubt to live an unstained wife to my sweet love.
Hold then, go home, be merry, give consent to marry Paris. Wednesday is tomorrow. Tomorrow night look that thou lie alone, and being in bed, take thou this vial, and this distilled liquor drink thou off, when presently through all thy veins shall run a cold and drowsy humor. No pulse shall keep his negative progress, but surcease. No warmth, no breath will testify thou livest. The roses in thy lips and cheeks will fade to paly ashes. Thy eyes' windows fall, like death when he shuts up the day of life. And in this borrowed likeness of shrunk death, thou shalt continue 42 hours, and then awake as from a pleasant sleep. Now, when the bridegroom in the morning comes to rouse thee from thy bed, there thou art dead. Then, as the manner of our country is, in thy best robes, uncovered on thy bier, thou shalt be borne to the same ancient vault where all the kindred of the Capulets lie. Meantime, by Romeo shall my letters know our drift, and he and I will watch thy waking, and that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to Mantua. If no inconstant toy or womanish fear abate thy valor in the acting it.
Oh, give me, tell me not of fear.
Go hence, be gone, and here stands all your state. Either be gone
Love give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
So many guests are invited here already. Sirrah, hire me 20 cunning cooks.
Marry, sir, for it is an ill cook who cannot lick his own fingers.
How can us try them so?
For if a cook cannot lick his fingers go not with me.
Go, be gone. We shall be unfurnished during this time. What, has my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence?
Aye, forsooth.
Well, he may have a chance to do some good on her. Self-peevish, willed harlotry it is.
See where she comes from. Thrift with merry look.
How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
For I have learnt me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward I am ever ruled by you.
Send for the count. Tell him I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning.
I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell, and gave him what become loved I might, not stepping o'er the bounds of modesty.
This is good. Well, I'm glad on it. Stand up. This is how it should be. Let me see the county. Aye, Mary, go fetch him hither. God esteem this a for holy friar, for this whole city is much bound to him.
Nurse, will you go with me in my closet to sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow?
No, not till Thursday. There is time enough.
Go, nurse. Go with her. We'll to church tomorrow.
We shall be short on our provision. 'Tis now near night.
Tush, I'll stir about. All be well. I warrant thee, wife. Let me alone. I'll not bed tonight. I'll play the housewife this once. What? Ho, they're all forth. Well, I will walk with Paris myself, but my heart is wondrous and light since the same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
Aye, those attires are best. But, gentle nurse, I pray you leave me to myself tonight, for I have need of many orisons to make the heavens smile upon my state, which, as you know, is cross and full of sin.
Are you busy? Need you my help?
No, madam, so please you, let me be left alone now, for this night maybe let the nurse stay up with you, for I'm sure you have your hands so full in this also sudden business.
Good night. Get thee to bed and rest, for thou hast need.
Farewell. God knows when we shall meet again. I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins. It almost freezes up the heat of life. I'll call them back to comfort me. Nurse! Oh, what should she do here? My dismal scene I needs must act alone. Come, Vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no. This shall forbid it. Lie thou there. What if it be a poison which the friar hath subtly ministered to have me dead, lest in this marriage he should be dishonored because he married me before to Romeo? I fear it is. And yet methinks it should not, for he hath still been tried a holy man. How if, when I am laid in the tomb, I wake before the time that Romeo come to redeem me? There's a fearful point. Shall I not then be stifled in the vault, to whose foul mouth no healthsome air breathes in, and die there strangled ere my Romeo comes? Or, if I live, is it not very like the horrible conceit of death and night, together with the terror of this place, has in a vault, an ancient receptacle, where for this many hundred years the bones of all my buried ancestors are packed, where bloody Tybalt, yet but green in earth, lies festering in a shroud, where, as they say, at some points in the night, spirits resort. Oh, if I wake, shall I not be distraught, environed with all these hideous fears, and madly play with my forefather's joints, and pluck the mangled Tybalt from his shroud, and, in this rage, as with a club, with some great kinsman's bone, dash out my desperate brains? Oh, look, methinks I see my cousin's ghost, seeking out Romeo that did spit his body upon a rapier's point. Stay, Tybalt, stay! Romeo, 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 here's drink. I drink to thee.
Hold, take these keys and fetch more spices, nurse.
They call for dates and quinces in the pastry.
Stir, stir, stir. The second cooker crowded. The curfew bell is rung. 'Tis 3 o'clock. Good Angelica, look for the baked meats. Spare not the cost.
Get you to bed. Faith, you'll be sick tomorrow for this night's watching.
No, not a whit. I've stayed up way longer for a lesser cause and near been sick.
Aye, you have been a mouse hunt in your time, but I will watch you from such watching now.
A jealous hood, a jealous hood. What, fellow? What have you there?
Things for the cook, sir. I know not what.
Make haste. Sirrah, fetch drier logs. Call Peter. He'll tell thee where they are.
I have a head, sir, that will find out logs, and never trouble Peter for the matter.
Mass, and well said. Good faith. 'Tis day. The county parish will be here with music straight. I hear him near. Nurse! Wife! What? Nurse, I say!
Mistress, what? Mistress? Juliet, fast I want her, she. Why, lamb, why, lady. Fie, you sluck a bed. What love I say? Madam, sweetheart, why, bride? What? Not a word. The county parish has set up his rest that you shall rest but little. God forgive me. Marian, amen. How sound does she sleep? I must need wake you. Madam, 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 what dress in your clothes and down again? I must need wake you. Lady, 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 alas, alas, help, help, my lady's dead. Whoever day that was born, some all vide, oh, my lord, my lady.
What noise is here?
Oh, layman's pool day.
What is the matter?
Look, look, oh, heavy day.
Oh me, my child, my only life. Revive, look up, or I will die with thee. Help, help, call help.
For shame, bring Juliet forth. Her lord is come.
Oh, lamentable day.
Oh, woeful time.
She's dead, deceased, she's dead. Alack the day.
Alack the day, she's dead, she's dead, she's dead.
Let me see her. Out, alas, she's cold. Her joints are stiff and her blood is settled. Life and these lips have been long separated. Death lies upon her like an untimely frost, upon the sweetest flower of all the field.
Oh, woe, oh, woe, oh, woeful times, most woeful, most lamentable day, most woeful day that I ever did yet behold.
Death has taken my daughter and ties on my throat and will not let me speak.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. Perish the night before thy wedding. Death hath lain with thy bride. Death is my son-in-law. Death is my heir. Death has taken her, and all is good for him. Life, living, all is death's.
Confusion's cure lies not in these confusions. Heaven and yourself had a part in this fair maid. Now heaven hath all, and all the better it is for the maid. Your part in her you could not keep from death, but heaven has his part in eternal life. Dry up your tears and stick your rosemary on this fair corpse, and, as the manner of our country is, in her best robes, bear her to church. Though fond nature bids us all lament, nature's tears are yet reason's merriment.
Lest this ordained festival change to its black funerals. Our music to melancholy bells, our cheers to a burial feast, and bridal flowers fit for a buried corpse.
Sir, go you in, and madam, go with him, and Paris too. Everyone prepare to follow this fair corpse unto her grave.
Bow your heads. Faith, we may put up our pipes and be gone.
Put up for what he knows. Pitiful case.
I, by my child, the case may be amended.
Musicians! Oh, musicians! Heart's ease! Only help me live! Play heart's ease!
Why heart's ease?
Oh, musicians, because my heart itself plays my heart is full. Oh, play me some merry dump to comfort me.
Not a dump, There's no time to play now.
You will not then?
No.
Then I'll give it to you soundly.
What will you give us?
No money on my faith, but the gleek. I will give you the minstrel.
Then will I give you the serving creature.
Then I will lay the serving creature's dagger upon your pate. I will carry no crotchets. I'll wear you. I'll buy you. Do you know me?
And you wear us and you buy us. You know us. Pray you, put up your dagger and put out your wit.
Then have at you with my wit. I will dry beat you with an iron wit, and I will put up my iron dagger. Answer me like men. When griping griefs the heart doth wound, and doleful dumps the mind oppress, the music with her silver sound. Why silver sound? Why the music with her silver sound? What say you, Simon Catling?
Marry, sir, because silver hath a sweet sound.
Prates! What say you, Hugh Rebeck?
I say silver sound because musicians sound for silver.
Prates too! What say you, James Soundpost?
Faith, I know not what to say.
Oh, I cry you mercy? You are the singer! I will say for you, it is the music with her silver sound, because musicians have no gold for sounding. The music with her silver sound has speedy help doth lend redress.
What a pestilent knave is this same.
Hang him, Jack. Come, we'll tarry for the mourners and stay dinner.
I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man to think. Ah me, how sweet is self as love's possessed, but love and shadows are so rich in joy. Who's from Verona? How thou Benvolio? How doth my lady? Is my father well? For nothing can be ill if she be well.
And she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Capel's monument, her mortal part with angels' lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault, and presently took post to tell it to you. Oh, forgive me for bringing this ill news.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars. Give me ink and paper. I will hence tonight.
I do beseech you, cousin, have patience. Your looks are pale and wild, and do import some misadventure.
Tush, thou art deceived. Do the thing I bid thee do. Hast thou no letters from the friar?
No, cousin.
No matter. Get thee gone. And how are those horses? I will be with thee straight. Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. What see from means thou mischief thou art swift to enter into the thoughts of a desperate man. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabout she dwells, culling of simples. Meager were her looks, and in her shop a tortoise hung, and an alligator stuffed with other animals. Nodding to this painter, I said to myself, if a man did need poison now, it would be now. I'm thinking of this. This might be the place on a beggar's holiday. What ho! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come, hither. Come on. I see that thou art poor. Hold, here's 40 ducats. Give me a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear, it will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life where you take may fall dead, as hasty cannons fire from the fatal cannon's womb.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Mantua's law is death to whoever utters it.
Art thou so fear and wretchedness to die? Famine is in thy cheeks, no oppression starving in thy eye. Contempt and hangry hangs upon thy back. The world is not thy friend, nor the world's law. The world makes no law to make thee rich. Now take it and break it and take this.
My poverty, but not my will consents.
I pay thy poverty and not thy will.
Here, put this in any liquid thing and drink of it. And if you have the strength of 20 men, it'll dispatch you straight.
There's thy gold. Worse poison to men's souls, doing more murder in this loathsome world than anything else. I sell thee poison, thou hast sold me none. Now fly, buy food, and get thyself in thy flesh.
Holy Franciscan fire, below!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. What says Romeo? Or, if his mind be right, hand me his letter.
Going to find the barefoot brother out, running my order to associate me, here in the city, visiting the sick, and finding him the searchers of the town, suspecting that we both were in a house, where infectious pestilence did reign, seal up the doors, and will not let us forth, so that my speed to Mantua there was stayed.
Who bear my letter than to Romeo?
I cannot send it. Here it is again. Nor get a messenger to bring it thee. So fearful were they of infection.
Unhappy fortune! This letter was not nice, but full of discharge, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Friar John, go hence, and bring me an iron crow and a spade, and bring it straight unto my cell.
Brother, I'll go and bring it thee.
Within these 3 hours will fair Juliet wake, and I will go to the monument alone. Poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
The pit bike?
Lydia Cook is missing.
Hence and stand aloof. Under yond yew tree lay thee there all along, keeping ear close to the hollow ground, so that no foot may come on this graveyard tonight. Give me those flowers. Do as I bid thee. Go.
I am almost afraid to stand alone here in the churchyard, yet I will adventure.
Sweet flower, with flowers by thy bridal bed I strew. The duties I will keep for thee is to nightly water the ground with tears. The boy gives warning. Something doth approach.
Give me that mattock and wrenching iron. Hold, take this letter. Early in the morning, see thou deliver it to my Lord and my Father. Give me the light upon the life I charge thee. Whether thou hearest or seest, stand aloof, and do not interrupt me in my course. Why I descend into this bed of death is probably to behold my lady's face, but chiefly to take thence from her dead finger a ring that I must use in dear employment. Therefore, hence, be gone.
I will be gone and not trouble you.
So thou show me friendship. Take thou, live, be prosperous, and farewell, good cousin.
For all the same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
Thou deadest maul, thou womb of flesh. George with the dorsal morsel of the earth, thus I enforce my rotten jaws to open.
This is that banished, haughty Montague that murdered my love's cousin, and in her grief they say the fair creature died. I will apprehend him. Stop thine hallowed toil, vile Montague. Can justice be pursued further than death? Come with me, for thou must die.
I must indeed, and therefore came I hither. Good gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. By heaven, I love thee better than myself, and I come to arm hither against myself. Now fly hence, and hereafter say, Madam's mercy bid thee run away.
I do defy thy conjuration, and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? And have at thee, boy.
Oh, I'm slain. If thou be merciful, lay me in the tomb with Juliet.
In faith, I will. Let me peruse this face. Mercutio's kingsman, noble county Paris. What said Benvolio when my beat tossed soul did not attend him as we rode? I think he told me Paris should have married Juliet, said he not so? Oh me, I'll bury thee in a grave. Gosh. A grave? Oh no, a lantern, slaughtered youth. For here lies Juliet, and her beauty makes this presence full of light. Death lie here by death man entered. How oft our men at this point have they been married? In which they call this a lightning. Oh, how may I call this a lightning? Oh, my love, my wife, death hath sucked thy honey out of thy breath, hath no power yet upon thy beauty. Beauty's a sign is crimson in thy lips and in thy cheeks, and death's pale flag is not advanced there. Tybalt, liest there on thy bloody sheet. Oh, what more favor can I do to thee than what I cut thy youth in twain? Forgive me, cousin. Ah, dear Juliet, why art thou yet so fair? Should I believe that the unstable death is amorous, that the lean abhorred monster keeps thee in his paramour? For fear that I will remain with worms that are my chambermaids. Oh, here will I set up my everlasting rest. Eyes, look your last. Arms, take your last embrace. And lips, oh, you doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss. A dateless bargain of engrossing death. Come, bitter conduct. Come, unsavory guide. Now once the dashing sea sock, word from this world-weird bark. Here's to my love. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
How often tonight have my old feet stumbled at graves? Who's there? Who consorts so like the dead?
Here's one, a friend, and one who knows you well.
Blessed be upon you. Tell me, good Benvolio, what torch is yon that so vainly lends his light to grubs and eyeless skulls? As I discern, it burneth at the capel's monument.
Oh, it doth so, holy sir. There's my cousin, and one who you love.
How long hath he been there?
Full half an hour.
Go with me to the vault.
I dare not, sir. Romeo knows not that I remain.
Stay then. I'll go alone. Fear comes upon me. Oh, I fear some ill unlucky thing. Romeo! What blood is this which stains the stony entrance of the sepulchre? What means these massless and gory swords to lie discolored by this place of peace? Romeo! Oh, pale! What, in Paris too? And steeped in blood? What an unkind hour is guilty of this lamentable chance. The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar, where is my lord? I know well where I should be, and there I am. Where's my Romeo?
I hear some noise. Lady, come from that nest of death, contagion, and unnatural sleep. A greater power than we can contradict hath thwarted our intents. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead. In Paris too. Lady, come from... I'll dispose of the unlettered sisterhood of holy nuns. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand? Poison, I see, hath been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drank all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them to help me die with a restorative. Thy lips are warm. Which way? Yea, noise, then I'll be brief. Oh, happy dagger, this is thy sheath. There rest, and let me die.
This is the place there where the torch doth burn. Search about the churchyard. Go, some of you, whoever you find attached. Pitiful sight, here lies the County Paris slain, and Juliet worn and newly killed, who hath lain this 2 days buried. Go tell the prince, run to the Capulets, raise up the Montague, some others search. We see the ground whereon these woes do lie, but the true ground of all these piteous woes, we cannot without circumstance describe. Come with me.
Here's Romeo's cousin. I found her in the churchyard.
Hold him in safety till the prince comes hither.
Here's the friar that trembles
Double Dutch butt.
Here's the friar that trembles sighs and weeps. We took his mattock and spade from him as he was coming through this churchyard side.
A great suspicion. Stay the friar too.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from our morning's rest?
What makes them shriek so abroad?
Oh, the people in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliet and some Paris, and all run with open outcry toward our monument.
What fear is this which startles in our ears?
Sovereign, here lies the County Paris slain, and Romeo and Juliet dead before, warm and newly killed.
Search, seek, and now this foul murder comes.
Here is the friar and slaughtered Romeo's man, with instruments fit to open these dead men's tombs.
Oh heavens, oh wife! This dagger must have taken for lo, empty on his back of Montague, and this dagger is missheathed in our daughter's bosom.
Oh me! The sight of death is as a bell that warns my old age to the sepulchre.
Come, Montague, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir more fully down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile hath stopped her breath. What further will conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
O thou untaught! What manners is in this, to press before thy father to a grave?
Seal up the mouth of outrage for a while, till we can clear these ambiguities. Bring forth the parties of suspicion.
I am the greatest, able to do the least, and here I stand, both to impeach and purge myself condemned and myself excused.
Then say it once without us knowing this.
I will be brief, for my short date of breath is not so long as is a tedious tale. Romeo, their dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, their dead, was Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and in their stolen marriage day was Tybalt's doomsday, whose untimely death hath banished this new-made bridegroom from the city, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. But you, to rid that siege of grief from her, betrothed and would have married her perforce to county Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks, bid me devise some means to rid her from the second marriage, or there in my cell would she kill herself. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come this dire night to help take her from her borrowed grave. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone at the prefixed hour for waking came I to take her from her kindred's vault. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her waking, there lay the noble Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes, and I entreat her come forth to bear this work of heaven with patience. But she, too desperate, would not go with me, and as it seems did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage the nurse is privy. If aught this be miscarried by my fault, let my own life be sacrificed some hour before this time unto the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for a holy man. Where's Benvolio? What can he say to this?
I brought my cousin news of Juliet's death, and presently he came from Mantua, to the same place, to the same monument. This letter he early bid me give his father.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Where's the county's page that raised the watch? Sirrah, what made your master in this place?
He came with flowers to strew Lady's grave and bid me to stand aloof, and so I did. Anon comes one with light to ope the tomb, and by my master drawn him, and so I ran away to call a watch.
This letter doth make good the friar's words, the course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die in line with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Capulet, Montague, see what a scourge is laid upon your hatred, that heaven finds means to kill your joys with love. And I, for winking at your discords too, have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
O brother Montague, give me thy hand, for as my daughter's jointer I can no longer demand.
But I can give thee more, for I'll raise her statue in pure gold, and the walls of Verona by that name is known.
And by his lady's life, rich shall Romeo be, poor sacrifices of our many.
A gloomy peace this morning with the brings. The sun for us all will not show its head. Go hence to have more talk of these sad things. Some will be pardoned and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.